What's going on, guys? We are back once again. We are finally trying to get this review done. I've tried this at least over 5-6 times now, but hopefully this works. But we're talking about Stowaway, starring Ruby Rose, Frank Grilliall, Patrick Schwarzenegger. Now, overall, this movie was kind of interesting. We do see where it started. We can watch it on Roku, Sling TV, Amazon Prime. Now, I watched it online. And overall, what was my entirety thoughts on this film? I mean, it was decent. It probably wasn't the best film in the world, but it was an okay film. Um, we have where Ruby Rose plays Bella. She is a party girl looking for something in her life. She finds out that her estranged father that never knew who she was slash left her when she was young. Same thing with her mother, and she finds out that he died, left her a yacht, and her father's so-called best friend finds her, gives her all this information, says, hey, this is money, here's your yacht, and you can't fully take ownership until the next couple days, until papers go through. So she meets somebody, and they start drinking, and they go back to her yacht, they hook up, and then later on in the film we see three individuals take over the yacht trying to break into the safe for some kind of money that's apparently in this safe. So the entirety of the film was really just playing like a cat and mouse game where Ruby Rose is having to hide from these assailants, and one of them is actually the captain, who actually later helps her, due to the only reason why he's doing this is because of him having a sick daughter and him trying to give more money to where he doesn't have it, and he's former military. So all of them are former military, and again, it was pretty much, as I said, a cat and mouse game, and you're trying to figure out exactly the reason why they're doing this, who's behind it. We later find out that Frank Grilliall is the one that's behind this, and he is the one that money was taken away from her father, or taken away from him by her father, and he takes it out on her, saying that if we sell everything, even if we sell this, I can still give you $10 million. But again, it's not going to happen because you now know everything that we're doing. So, like I said, it was a decent film. It's pretty straightforward. But the only bad thing I can say about this is that Ruby Rose does not really, I would say, carry the film too much, because it just felt very short. It felt very boring in some ways. And I will say this, I mean, I give her credit, she is a good actress, but the only problem is a lot of movies that she does, she's always next to someone that's at a higher tier level, I think, than her. Like when she did Triple X Returns to Enter Cage, it was, of course, Vin Diesel, and then, of course, the Meg, it was Jason Statham. With this one was Frank Grilliall, and the other one she did, it had Morgan Freeman in it. So she does get decent films, but the problem is that she's always next to someone that's just a little bit higher, I would say, in the acting world than she is. So in some ways it does make sense, in other ways it doesn't, but it kind of feels like a lot of her movies are either going to go straight to DVD or straight to streaming, sort of like, if you guys understand that, with like almost like a movie like Steven Seagal or Van Damme or Scott Adkins does. Now again, good actors, great martial artists, but at the same time there is a lot of problem due to the fact of that their movies just go straight to DVD. Now again, this movie probably went straight to DVD because it just was not the best in opinion. So I don't know, guys. I mean, like I said, I really do try to get into these movies with her. The last decent movie, I think Doorman, was actually pretty well done to a certain degree. Overall, there are certain movies that I do enjoy with her. There's other movies I don't. Now, would I say, how would I rate this film? I'd probably 1 out of 10. I'd probably rate it a 4. And again, it's just your normal movie that goes straight to DVD, as well as also to the point where you get very, I would say, bored throughout the film, because there's not a whole lot of action. There's more drama, to the point where you're just trying to figure out why they're doing this, who's doing this, and the reason why. So overall, did you guys have ever seen Stowaway? Please let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always consider about subscribing. Leave a big feel like on the video if you guys enjoyed. It helps me out, helps the channel out. Go check out the movie if you have not been able to check it out yet, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Either way, I'll see you as always on the next one.